Hey YouTube, this is GunDude73 making a quick comparison video, and I said I would do this in my Paramilitary 2 unboxing, and today we're going to look at these three knives, all nice and compared to each other. Paramilitary, Military Camo, Paramilitary 2. You can see they're all the same designation, GP for plain edge and then camo. All really nice knives. You know, you couldn't, in my opinion, you couldn't focus camera. You couldn't go wrong with any of them, in my opinion. You know, they're just that good, if you want to say it like that. And I don't even know how to start this. Where do we start? I guess with the Paramilitary. This is the first one I got in the series. And the only complaints I had against this were the detent wasn't super strong. You know, it has the exposed tang. You only get to hold it in the choil grip, and the clip was kind of funky, but I had that fixed. Overall, it's a great knife. The Military here is pretty much perfect. There are some minor things with the screws could be bigger, and that's pretty much it. I don't mind the clip on this one. Feels great. And just the comparisons here are most likely, well, people have already seen these, but the Para 2 is the newer one. Just comparing these two, screw size is different between these. And it may not be super easy to tell, but you can definitely see the difference there. Right next to each other there, you can see the difference. They got rid of that hump on the tang. It's kind of nice. Softened up that like horn on the back of the handle. 4-way clip on the Para 2. Hourglass clip. Flat hardware with the bushing. And then made the blade slightly longer on the Para 2. Hardly noticeable though. Like, do it like that, put the shorter one on top. You can see there's a difference in blade length, and handle length is nearly identical, if not identical. Other differences are just the jimping up top here. The tabs disengage the liner here is in a different spot in the Para 2. There's no jimping. The stop pin is thicker on the Para 2. You can see there's some dual liners. They exposed this liner and they jimped it. They made the thumb ramp longer and taller. You can see that difference. Interestingly enough, they advertise these as the Para 2 being thinner, but to my eye they look identical in terms of thickness. So that's interesting. So Para 1's okay, I'd say. They go really cheap now. I've seen them go for like 70 or 60 bucks. So if you're in the market and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, Para 1's a good option. And the Military here, these are some really nice knives here. Blade length difference, you can see there, it's about ½ inch. Para 2 still has a taller thumb ramp. Interesting thing is how the laser etching looks different. Like there's the Paramilitary 2s, and there's the Militaries. And then just as a quick aside, there's the original Paramilitary. So if I can get them all in frame at the same time. That's kind of hard. This is really light in comparison. While this is a lot darker. Now this is even darker, so it would appear. Overall, these are really great knives. Like I said, you can't go wrong between them. People will probably say that the Para 2 is better than the Para 1, and I'd agree, I guess. they're similar but different. If I had to choose right now, I'd probably take the Para 2, but the Para 1's still a great knife if you want something a bit shorter, or you don't mind if you like the clip or whatever. One thing I have to say though is the Para 1 has a different opening feel. It's a bit more hydraulic, and that could just be that it's broken in all the way. Para 2 here is kind of hard to disengage when I got it, but it's definitely loosened up. Another interesting thing is when you hear the opening, you hear 2 clicks. While on the Para 1, there's just 1 click. And I think that's part of the better detent or self-close they put on the Para 2. Yeah, so really, these Para 2s, you can get them for, I've seen them for $99, which is a great deal. And militaries go for like, I don't know, 130 something, 136 thereabouts. So they're not super expensive knives in the grand scheme of things, but still kind of pricey. And I really like this series from Spyderco. It's the first that I ever like completed, quote unquote, where I got all different models in the same variation, satin digicam. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just feel free to comment. And I really don't think you could go wrong with any of these. They're all great. So thanks for watching.